Are you planning on buying any more envelopes? So I got a new YouTube channel, Opie Unleashed NYC. And, you know, some of my stuff is IRL, in real life. And during a live stream, I went in and I actually had to buy envelopes. So I was fooling around with the people in the store. It wasn't Stanley Kubrick level by any stretch of the imagination, but it was a moment of my life. And I guess, Anthony, good old effing Anthony, focused, I mean, he's smart because I taught him well. You know, the whole jocktober thing, that was my idea because I went through my radio career seeing horrendous radio shows all over the place. And what you learn is even the best radio shows, excuse me, this is why jocktober worked. Even the best radio show. Let's say Howard Stern. Let's say the beloved, never did anyone nasty, Ron Bennington. You could take the beloved Ron Bennington. You could take the great Howard Stern. And even though they're considered great broadcasters and have great radio shows, you could find something that sucks. And I taught Anthony that many, many years ago. And a lot of the shows that we jocktobered, the shows weren't even that bad. But if you look hard enough, you're going to find a dud. So Anthony's like, he's got a new channel. Let me try to rank this too. Let me try to rank this too for him. So, he found the dud video. I mean, it's an all right video. I still have it up there because I don't think it's horrendous. It's just all right. But he learned well, and he found the dud on my new YouTube channel, Opie Unleashed NYC, and he pushed it out to his people. And now they make fun of me every day, like this loser, ignoring I was going to say hundreds. I'm not up to that. Let's say ignoring dozens and dozens of very good videos on my new YouTube channel, Opie Unleashed NYC. I know how this works, you idiots. I literally wrote the game plan. Trust me. If I was Ope, I would sell the apartment at Beach House and get a real mansion in the sticks, and not a McMansion in Pensacola like Ant. I don't know how Ant lives. I don't compare my life to him. I honestly just want to move on. I know that sounds crazy, but every day I get hit with this crap. I just want to move on. I was moving on after Opie and Anthony, after I got rid of that miserable Jim Norton because that show sucked. I was able to reinvent myself finally with Carl Ruiz and Vic Henley, guys that just like to have fun. Not guys that were texting each other during the radio show, trashing the other guy. Not guys that after the show is over, going on whackbag and trashing the guy that you're doing the radio show with. Not talking behind the guy's back every time he left the room. They didn't go on Pal Talk when the guy left the room or during the show, trashing the guy he was doing the radio show with. It was just fun. No negativity, no toxicity, just a bunch of guys that were really, really good and really, really funny. And the show was going well. And I saw Opie and Anthony in the goddamn rear view mirror. It was behind me, man. Cue up Pearl Jam. Yes, rear view mirror. And then Carl's like, you know what? I just feel like taking a Pasadena. What do you mean you're taking a Pasadena? We got the world by the balls, Carl. So Carl dies, Vic dies. And then for whatever reason, the whole O&A world, all of a sudden, it was like I stepped on the goddamn brakes. And now Opie and Anthony in the rear view mirror. This stupid Opie and Anthony is right behind me again. Yuck! Look who's behind the Times Square incident and all the small-time podcasts perpetuating hate between O&A, the Howard Stern Industrial Complex. Oh, damn. All right. I am at peace. Would I like my live stream to be a little bigger, my podcast to be a little bigger, my videos getting a little more view? Of course. That'll always be the thing. But I'm at peace. Because I had one of the craziest runs in radio history. I had a great run before Anthony. I had an amazing run with the Opie and Anthony show, I should say. And then I had a great run, short-lived, unfortunately, after Opie and Anthony. I'm at peace. Obviously, you guys aren't at peace. You have to just keep turning the screws. Whatever, dude. Whatever. All right. How is Opie Judas? It's just another dumb, stupid talking point. How is Opie Judas? He couldn't have saved Ant's job. Of course, I couldn't save Ant's job. They were on to Anthony way before he blew up the Opie and Anthony show. And honestly, why would whatever? Same crap, different day. The truth is that the company was on to Anthony and his racist crap for a long time. They finally had it. Anthony and no one else ended the Opie and Anthony show. A lot of people like to say, well, Opie wanted Anthony out of the way. No, I did not. Would I have wanted to rebrand and restructure the Opie and Anthony brand? 100%. But to walk away from Opie and Anthony, it was millions of dollars on the table. And I've said it if you listen. The Opie and Anthony show was pretty much ran its course before Anthony blew himself up with the racist crap. That's why the company got rid of him. They weren't making as much money off us at that point. But if the Opie and Anthony brand would have continued, the smart thing would have been, if you were paying attention back then, was to split the show. Anthony has his show. Hopefully he would have taken stupid Jim Norton with him. I would have developed another show. I proved that with Carl and Vic. And then the Opie and Anthony brand would have lived on the channel. And we would have still done shows, but, not as many. So then those shows would have been special. And then the Opie and Anthony brand continues and the money keeps pouring in. And then the money would have been raining all over us still. See, I'm actually a business guy. I know this shit. Do you feel bad that Jim is going to hell? Why would Jimmy's not going to? Oh God! All right, look, guys. I don't know how to tell you this, but Opie and Anthony ended a long time ago. And honestly, if you guys don't bring it up, if you don't bring it up in the chat and tempt me, it's raining vaginas, and tempt me. I would barely talk about it. That's the truth. That show ended 10 years ago. This is the other thing. People think I'm going crazy. My family, and my friends around me laugh at this really hard. Whoever started this is a dope. Probably, I mean, at this point, anything that comes at me, I have to assume Anthony started it, because he's been going after me ever since we started the Opie and Anthony show. So I have to assume that now Anthony's pushing the thing that I'm spiraling and I'm going crazy. And we just laugh at this in my little world when this thing is off. Oh, your spiral downwards is a slow unravel that knows no bounds. And I feel bad for you and the public humiliation that you are experiencing, even though you aren't aware. Okay, thanks, Carlos. Carlos, you literally don't know that to be true, right? Because Anthony can't leave me alone. He started that garbage too. Just imagine Opie and Anthony, right? You had Opie, you had Anthony, you had Jim Norton. And I'm the crazy one. Really? What I hate about the haters, like, look, all right, you got things on me you want to push forward. Fine. All right, but why do you ignore Anthony? Why do you ignore Jimmy? There's a lot there. There's way more there. See, you guys have to make up garbage about me, but there's actual real crap out there that you could go after. Like the basement shows that rip off Jocktober, the most dishonest people out there. They got material for years. For years. They know it. They know the crap that Anthony has done. They know the crap that Jim Norton has done, but they ignore that. They're incredibly dishonest. All right, not Jimmy Stewart. Anthony said your lack of talent was there always. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I proved myself after the Opie and Anthony show went away. Just look at the stuff I did with Carl and Vic. What happened was there was a time that I have to admit that I stayed with the Opie and Anthony show for the money, and I was wallpaper on my own show because I hated Anthony. And when you hate someone and you have to see him every day, and you would walk to that studio, you're about to enter a studio of one of the greatest radio shows ever, and you literally stop breathing outside the door because you're like, I gotta see this gravel-faced idiot again. So you would just hold your breath. This is what I would do every morning. Hold my breath. And then I would breathe. Oh! Financial freedom. Just open the door and deal with this garbage another day. And I would breathe. Every day I went through that exercise. I hated seeing the guy's face. I hated it. I hated it. So it makes it kind of hard to, be entertaining when in the back of your head the whole time you're like, I don't want to be here. And that's on me. That's on me. I know that. I took the money. I took the fame for a very long time. And that's one reason why. I will never do an Opie and Anthony reunion because I don't want to. I don't want or need the money, and I don't want and need the fame.